Make way for the Pontiac GTO. Very quiet. Does this thing even have an engine noise? Let's quickly drop it on the dyno to see if it has an engine noise. Obviously it does, but... oh, sounds good. Oh my gosh, that actually sounded really good. So this car has got a bunch of power, 409.1 kilowatts and 669.6 Newton meters. So where is my manners? What is up everyone? Welcome to another drag video. In this video, I'll be sharing the tune of you guys, my tune for the Pontiac GTO. So hopefully this tune is gonna give you a lot of wonders compared to your friends. So I've decided to actually break down this video into 4 sections. The first section is going to be where I'm going to show you my tune right over here. Secondly, we are going to do a quarter-mile run. Thirdly, I'm going to show you guys what I installed in the car because there's actually a little bit of a catch. It's something I never knew that I actually found out, so I want to share it with you guys. I've shared it with you in all my videos, but I'm going to share it with you guys again. And then lastly, we are going to do a drag race against opponents. So let's quickly start over here. We are going to go to drivetrain. We're going to do the suspension now. I just quickly want to talk about the drivetrain. Here is the magic numbers. So I just want to tell you guys, just to make everything clear, that the tune you guys are seeing here now is not meant for a very long track. This is specifically made for the Bayview drag race and also the quarter-mile drag race. Whenever you're going to use this tune on a circuit sprint or let's say even a drag race, but that is much longer than the Bayview drag race, then you might actually want to change, you are going to have to change a few things. So either you come here to the final drive and you can take it a little bit more to the left. Obviously if you take it to the left, this number is going to decrease, but it's actually going to increase your top end speed. Or you can come over here and increase it, but I see it's actually full. Yeah, it's full at 328. So the only option you have is to go here, click it a bit to the top speed side, and this is going to help you getting that higher speed you need to not blow your engine. So yes, now that we have got that out of the way, let's quickly go to suspension. So for the front and the rear, we dropped it both till minimum. We want the car to be very low just to have that little bit of a better aerodynamics. So for the front springs and the front shocks, we got it more towards the softer side. This is just to technically help with stability on the road. And for the rear, we got it a little bit more at the harder side. Reason for this is whenever you pull away, the weight goes from the front of the car to the back of the car. So you actually got to get your rear suspension in such a way stiff that the car doesn't go too far downwards in the back. Because obviously the more weight goes to the back, it's going to press the rear suspension down. So you don't want your wheel to hit the arch on the inside, but in this game I doubt it's going to happen, or doubt it's going to affect it. But in real life you just want your wheel to be able not to touch the arch on the inside, but you need that weight to travel a little bit more to the back to get that grip on the road. So for the front sway bar, we got it at max and max. I just believe that obviously with some strong and powerful engines, it's going to cause some body flex. So having it at max is going to help you going a little bit straighter. And then for the steering ratio, we did not touch it. So yeah, you can go ahead and play around over there. Going over to aerodynamics, we took all of them to minimum. And for the tires and brakes, we got strong. And right over here, we did not touch the brakes as well. So if you don't know how to tune the ECU, here in the top right corner, I'll drop a card for you. You can click on it. It's going to be a full tutorial on showing you guys how to properly tune or understand what the ECU and turbo is doing whenever you move something up or down, left or right, so that you actually know what's going on. It's a pretty good in-depth video. So never mind that, just a quick briefing. You want to take out as much power in the first few gears. That's why it's red over there. And having all the power in the higher, not gears, in the higher RPMs. Same with the turbo. You want to take all the power out in the first 2000 RPMs and have all the power in the higher RPMs. It's going to cause, obviously if you look at this, it's going to cause, let's say you were in an accident, you bumped, and you actually want to get away and your RPMs is low. It's going to be a bit of a bummer because you won't have that much power, but when the car is going, it just goes. So for the nitros, we have it at about 5 seconds. So now that you guys have got the tune, let's quickly go and do a test run. And then we are going to go see how this car does on the 400 meters. So obviously there is a lot of ways you can launch a car in a game. I mean, like, literally you can launch it at any RPMs. But where you want to launch this car is that as soon as you're having the countdown, you actually rev up your car. Wherever it's green, that is where you want to launch. That is a perfect launch where you're going to have the most grip and your car is just going to fly off. So the gear ratio on this car is a little bit short. So what I'm trying to say is that you're gonna shift quickly a couple of times. So you gotta just practice a bit until you can get it right. So let me quickly go and restart this and try to see if I can get you guys a good run. And that was an 805. That is really good. My base was a 7.93, but I did have one bad shift. It was about third gear somewhere, but this car is not too bad. Speed over 400 meters is 260, call it 5 kilometers per hour. So now that we have done that, let's quickly head over to the performance part section. Oh, and here it is. That was too easy. Okay, so let's quickly run over it. When I was little, I used to only install Stage 3 package. Why, you ask, is because Stage 3 is the best, don't you agree? But I did not have close to the knowledge I'm having these days. Well, not these days, I mean in general now. A lot has changed since then. Back then I didn't even know what a camshaft was, or blueprint the block, or high flow headers, or whatsoever. So let me quickly tell you guys that Stage 3, Stage 1, 2, and 3 is not having the same content. So let me show you guys quickly what I mean. If you look over here is a cold air intake system, and it's installed. So obviously, if you look at Stage 2, there's nothing of a cold air intake system or something better than a cold air intake system, as well as Stage 3. So if you only installed Stage 3 and did not install Stage 1, your car would have used the stock air intake box. So at least now we've got a cold air intake system as well. So what happens when you install Stage 1? You are going to get all of these contents, such as a performance exhaust. But why is it not installed? Because if we go to Stage 2, there is a catback exhaust system that replaced the exhaust system in Stage 1 because the catback exhaust system is better. And also here is a larger diameter downpipe. So in other words, what I'm trying to tell you guys is whenever you install any of these packages, you have to install all 3 stages. Install Stage 1, install Stage 2, install Stage 3. Such as over here. Here is a high flow header. And if we go over here, here is a, where is it? Here we go, replace headers. So yeah, you replaced it, but Stage 3 has got a high flow header. That's why it's installed, and it replaced the normal header, and that's why it's uninstalled. Okay, so I think now that we have got it, let's quickly run through all the parts. You want to install Stage 1, Stage 2, and 3. You want to install Stage 1, 2, and 3. For the suspension, you also want to upgrade all 3. For the nitros, this is just different ways you can inject it. So inject it in Stage 3. So, well, inject it. Install Stage 3, sorry. So what is this? This is tires. Obviously, you can only have one tire and you want to have the best. So install Stage 3. For the brakes, you can also install Stage 3. For the weight, you can also install, you can install all 3. For the brakes, install all 3. Sorry guys, my mind's actually running somewhere else now. For the weight, you can also install all 3. For the turbo, you can only have one turbo in, so install the Stage 3 turbo kit. Okay, so now that that is done, let's quickly go and have a drag race against opponents. And look at that gap. Oh my gosh. We are off. As you can see, there is no way they are gonna catch me. Oh my word, this car is not doing bad at all. 23.59. I consider anything below 24 as a good number. Even if you guys can see the second place Mario with a Golf is getting 25, if we can say like that. So this was a really good run, even though I did not shift properly all of them. I got 4 out of 6 shifts correctly, Not bad, that was pretty good. That includes the pull away as well. Okay, so now that we have done that, I do hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to drop a big like, especially if you found this video informative, educational, or just entertaining. If you guys are still watching, I just want to tell you that you are freaking awesome and a true supporter. Thank you so much. If you guys would love to support the channel, especially if you're new, hit the logo at the bottom right corner to subscribe. If you want to see a similar video, hit the icon on the left. If you want to see one of my most recent videos, hit the icon at the right, and then I'll see all of you legends in my next video. But for now, peace out everyone.